I'm so lost. I don't know who we're talking about anymore.
Feels like the first time. Throw away all my pride. Don't wanna say I love you first, but holding it in just might make me burst. Love in the open, daydreaming, hoping, melting in our make-believe new worlds. Whispering winds bring the remembrance that you're my girl. No shame, no games. I wanna fall.
Good morning, you guys, and welcome to a new vlog. It is Monday morning. You've just seen me make my cup of coffee for the day. I'm sitting in front of my laptop because I'm about to get ready for my work day. Just realized that I needed to moisturize my hands, but I used these Good Earth hand moisturizers. Why is it sticky? But this is the argan oil one. It smells so good. Alternatively, if I don't have the argan oil one, I will use the shea butter one. But I really love these. They are beauty without cruelty. They're vegan. Absolutely. Ugh, and they're so moisturizing. But good morning. I wanted to come on here and share with you guys the books that I am planning on picking up this week. I might maybe even sound like a broken record with some of these books because I have had them open for quite some time. I've just had such a good weekend. I was at home. Me and my family were at home. We had Saturday plans, but you know what, we canceled them because we are so exhausted and we just need time to just take a break, and we needed to also like shop around and get a few things for my daughter's birthday. It is her birthday this Saturday, so I need to pick up a few things for her party packs, which I need to set up sometime this week. So yeah, but in terms of reading, I'm forcing myself to pick up physical books again. I haven't been doing that, partly because I've been in a slump, partly because I've been brain fatigued, but partly because I've also been lazy. I've been taking great comfort in like binge watching series. You guys know a couple of weeks ago I was binge watching Game of Thrones, and this time around I've been binge watching The 100. Like, I'm on season 4. I'm at Ali. And it's good. It's all good. I probably have like one more season to go because I don't want to rewatch. I think it was season 6, the last one, but when they went to another planet. I don't really care for that storyline. But anyway, the point is I am taking it upon myself to force myself to actually pick up physical books, because there's no way that I can continue doing this because I'm not finishing any books. I keep opening multiple books over and over, and now I just have a long stack of books that are waiting for me to finish, and I lose my interest in them because I stopped them for like a very long time. So yeah, that's we're gonna try and minimize that this week by closing some books. The first one that I am aiming to close is Red Ink by Angela Macola. Yes, 3 months later, I'm still reading this book. I did manage to get everybody out of the house early this morning, so I had about an hour to sit and read, which was great. So I managed to read about almost 40 pages. So I'm currently on page 143, which is on chapter 25, and I want to make sure that during my lunchtime, put away my phone, sit on the couch, and read for a bit because I want to get to like 180 pages by the end of lunch. So yeah, this is what I'm planning to read, because this book, you guys, this book actually reads very quickly. I did mention that my struggles with it is the font of the text. That's what's really bothering me. But because, maybe also because my mind has kind of like almost reset this weekend, this morning it didn't bother me as much. I just needed to keep pushing. Also the story, I feel like it progresses a little bit slow, but I'm going to push because I've also been slow, so I'm not going to blame it on the book. I'm definitely blaming it on myself. But yeah, red ink is definitely on my radar. I definitely need to finish this book because I need to get started on the read Dan Stalker. This is our book club read for the months of May and June. We are already like, today's the 10th of June, so I need to finish this book by the end of this month because we will have our discussion. So maybe I should actually put these together to know that the minute I'm done with this, I'm gonna continue with something else. But yeah, in between these two, there is two other books that I am in the middle of. I'm back. My memory card actually got full, and then I ended up doing work, so it's actually lunchtime now. But on to continuing with this kind of book haul for books that I'm reading this week. I'm about to actually go sit down and read from Red Ink right now. I just warmed up my food. But yeah, I also have Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend, which is the first book in the Nevermore series, which is a middle grade series. And this is following Morgan Crow, who is cursed and destined to die on her 11th birthday. But as the clock strikes midnight, she is whisked away by a remarkable man called Juniper North and taken to the secret city of Nevermore. So I'm guessing she never gets to actually pass on. But yeah, looking forward to this one. This is a book that I will be alternating between reading Red Ink and also the Read Dan Stalker, because those are crime thrillers and kind of like hectic. So if I need something very light and sweet and whimsical, I will definitely pick up Nevermore. And then on my Kindle, I am still busy with A Cruel Twist of Fate. This one is by F.K. Asquith. I think I've gotten, how far am I in this one? I'm really only picking up this book if I'm like laying in bed and my battery's low. Laying in bed, I feel like the battery on my Kindle finishes quickly lately, and I don't know if because I've set up the book that I'm currently reading as the screensaver, if that actually chows my battery. I don't know, but it doesn't last as long as it's meant to, or it used to when I got it. But I need to just charge this. I'm currently 38% into the book, so far so good. I will give you guys a little bit more detailed synopses of all of these books that I'm reading when I actually get the time to do it, because if I do it now, I'm gonna eat into my lunch and reading time. Also, I'd really like to get to Death Note. I need to put this one somewhere close by because I've honestly just forgotten about this book. I could have read it over the weekend when I had like an hour to read, but I haven't. So I'm gonna put this one close so that I can read it. But yeah, I've got my stack of books that I am opening this week. I had started a memory called Empire, but it's also kind of like meandering a lot, and they're talking a lot, and I feel like, when is the story going to start? Okay, so I'm feeling a little bit fatigued on that one, so I paused it for a little bit, but I'll probably go back to it on Wednesday, or maybe even tonight when I go to gym and I can listen to an audiobook. So I will pick that book as my audiobook choice for the week. I do have another option for a thriller in case I find myself like craving something different. And let's see what I've got downloaded on here. I've got a few thrillers downloaded. Oh, my eye. So at first, I've got The Secrets of Us by Lucinda Berry. I've got Every Lost Secret by A.R. Torrey. I've got The Never King by Nikki St. Crow. Obviously have A Memory Called Empire, in which I'm 40% in. I've got Iron Gold that I restarted like a few months ago, which I need to finish. And then I've got The Housewoman by Adora Nora. So I've got a bunch of books saved on my Everand. And yeah, so I'll see which one I end up picking. Luckily, the thrillers are very quick. Like, none of them are over 9 hours long. I mean, even Iron Gold, I have 9 hours to go. And usually if I can listen like continuously, I could finish a 9-hour audiobook in about 2 days. So that's my reading. I am going to go get my lunch, which is complaining right now, and go eat because I'm starving.
Name a better duo. So why do we do this dance? Are we moving too slow? Cause you need reassurance. Don't conflate issues. Why you always jump to? Do I really want you? When you know that I do. You so scared of real love. Cause you've been abandoned with any mistake. They quick to run, and so you run. Jump the gun, but know that you got it. Even at your lowest, you got it. You know that you got it. Baby, take the moment, you got it. It's yours, it's yours, it's yours. My love, just rest assured. I'm yours, I'm yours. Tell me what you running for, cause you don't have to try so hard. Baby, come let down your guard. You think I care about money when I just helped you get ready for your interview. You think I like your body when I just caught close that I knew it looked good on you. Who do you think you are? Baby, you're an asset. Cause if I'm rocking with you, you're as good as it gets. But you're so scared of real love. Cause you've been abandoned with any mistake. They quick to run, and so you run. Jump the gun, but know that you got it. Even at your lowest, you got it. You know that you got it. Baby, take the moment, you got it. It's yours, it's yours, it's yours. My love, just rest assured. I'm yours, I'm yours. Tell me what you running for. You don't have to try so hard. Baby, come let down your guard. No, you don't have to try so
you guys. It is Friday and I'm busy working, but it's lunchtime, so I'm taking a break. It is the day before Anael's birthday, so there's a lot of things going on today. First things first is that we need to go and collect the cake today. I just called them and they confirmed that it is ready for pickup. And then 2, I need to sort out those party packs and close them. I left them there like yesterday because I was tired, and yeah, we have to close them off today. And then my husband and Anael are gonna go and get the balloons. Yeah, she's here. They're gonna get to the balloons blown up. Sounds weird, but they're gonna get the balloons for the party, and I think that's gonna be, oh no, not it, because we still like fumbling around for a gift for her, but we've got some ideas of what we want, so we just need to go past the shop and pick up one, have it wrapped up. So yeah, lots of stuff going on today. Look what arrived yesterday. So excited, guys. This book, absolutely stunning. This was sent to me by the people at Pan Macmillan, together with another book, Goddess Crown by Shade Lapite. I don't know, okay, but all I know is that these books are absolutely stunning and I can't wait to pick them up. But yeah, that's the day so far. Also, I'm reading. I woke up not as early as I actually would have wanted today because we didn't have to, I didn't have to do school drop off, so I could have woken up earlier and done some stuff, but I think I was tired, so I let my body do what it does. So this is what I'm currently reading, Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. I am now on chapter 2 and I'm on page 30. So far, so good. It's a really nice book so far. It is a middle grade. However, I feel like in terms of the writing style and words used, probably like an older middle grader would read this book. I don't know if it's like an entry-level middle grader will do. I mean, my daughter is 7, right? So she's learning how to read and she's reading like books with very simple words. But I think the middle grade group is from like 9 to 13. I think it's 9 to 13, but I don't know if a 9-year-old could comfortably read this book because the sentence structures feel a little bit higher than what should be for a 9-year-old. So I don't think this is like for a 9-year-old, but I think it's definitely for like a 12-year-old or 13-year-old who's learned more words and they have a wider range of vocabulary. But with that said, this book is nice so far. I'll be following Morgan Crow, who is about to turn 11 when this book starts. We are, I think, maybe 2 days before her birthday, and she lives in this manor with her father and her stepmother and their servants. Her father is a chancellor for the area that they stay in, and they believe that she's cursed. Everybody believes that she's cursed. So it seems like in each of these, let's call them provinces, where they live, there's like maybe 1 or 2 cursed children, and people really believe in these curses. Like any misfortune that happens, they will find a way to blame it on these kids. I had a clip yesterday as I was driving to the office, like talking about this book. But yeah, so what I've read so far, they've had a day where it's like kind of like a political like bidding day, where all these wealthy people go and bid for these kids from, some of them are from like homes, some of them are from like families well off, but they bid for kids that seem to have some form of talent or another to essentially sponsor them with a scholarship. And Morgan asked her dad the day before, was like, oh, what is this bidding? And they explain what it is. Like, oh, can I come? And they're like, no. And she's like, yeah, but let this be like my birthday present. And she was shocked to see that they were shocked, like they've forgotten that it's even her birthday coming up. But anyway, she ends up going to this bidding, and her father's assistants seem to think that, oh, maybe this is actually a great political move to have your child be there, even though your child is known as being cursed. Maybe this is like, we'll bring in the newspaper people to like write about you guys. And in this place, cursed children don't seem to live past the age of 11, and Morgan is about to turn 11. So they think it will be like a great political thing to have them seen together, like a child who's cursed and about to like, her life is about to end, and the dad who's going to essentially be grieved by this thing. And they're sitting there listening to, you know, they're picking, this guy, the mayor is picking out envelopes to say, oh, this kid calls a kid's name has been sponsored, or the bid was done by whoever and whoever. And then as they're sitting there, Morgan Crow gets a bid, and people are like, no. This is not okay. Like, cursed kids don't get bids. Like, what is the point? They're not gonna survive past 2 days later. Like, why would anybody even bid for her? So it was like a shock to everybody. And when she got the second bid, they're like, no ways, nobody even gets the second bid. Like, this is rare. And then she gets the third, and then she gets the fourth, and it's like, nope. So people are quite upset, and they think that she's taking away the opportunity from their kids to actually get a chance to be bidded on. Don't know if that's a real word, but yeah, so far so good. I'm really enjoying this book. I want to pick it up again and read. I think I'm slowly getting back into my physical book era. I have been in some form of like brain funk and struggling to like finish physical books, and I've got so many, you guys. I've got so many, and the books are coming in, and I really want to get to them. And I've got books on my cart that I need to read, and some of them are like, these two are library holds, so I need to get to these. And yeah, so I'm still busy with the memory called Empire, but I took a pause on that one because it's getting a bit boring for me. That's how far I got. No, actually I'm further, because according to the audiobook I'm like 45% in, so maybe like over there. But I mean, there's still books that I have on my June TBR that I would like to get to, so the quicker I can get through my audiobooks, the better. But yeah, this is what I still want to read. Plus, also not forgetting our book club read for the month, which is The Read Dance Stalker, which I'm also planning on starting maybe sometime today, and see how that's gonna go. It's a long weekend. Monday's a holiday, and hoping to chill at home. Well, tomorrow obviously is my daughter's birthday, so that day is like out. But on Sunday and Monday, I really actually like want to take a break and rest. And yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll see if maybe we can take my daughter to my mom's house to hang out with her for the next few days, but we'll see. That is the plan. That's the reading update. Do you guys realize that I put like some lights on the bookshelf? You can't really see it now because it's daytime, and I probably should switch them off. But at night it looks really good, but I can't also show it on the camera because then it doesn't show up so nicely. But that's the update. Yeah, I'll show you guys the party preps as things start coming in, and yeah, she's very excited for this party, and I'm excited for her. It's been kind of stressful planning this because I've never planned a birthday party for her before, so, and I wanted it to be like really nice and perfect for her, and I think it's going to be. I think with her seeing all the prep work that's going in, she's getting very excited about it, so yay, we'll see. Good morning, you guys. It is Father's Day and I'm whispering because the father, the daddy of the house, is in the other room. But yeah, it's Sunday. We don't really have much planned, but I just want to make a nice dinner, like nice lunch for him. And yeah, O'Neill's already gifted him something, and I'm gonna gift him my gift / O'Neill's gift later on. But yeah, yesterday we had the birthday party, which was really fun but exhausting, especially for the parents. Like, I was so exhausted, running around, making sure all the kids are okay, making sure that they are seen, because it's like that place is quite busy. We went to Blueberry Beacon in Morning Glen, and the kids had an amazing time. It's a great venue, and they've got like entertainment for the kids, which is lovely. Their food is good and very affordable, so yeah, we had lots of fun. Anaya loved it. She came back with like tons of presents, so by the time we got back, we couldn't even rest yet because I had to like be there with her as she opened up we were there with her. She opened up presents and she gushing over everything, so she was so happy, which makes me really happy as well. So yep, it's a new day. I've got my face on because I was recording some videos and having my coffee, but yeah, I'm gonna get the day ready, and yeah, I've got some tidying up to do and cooking, and we're gonna take my daughter to my mom's house later on today. But I want to finish editing my video. I said finish, but I don't even know how far I am. All I know is that I have edited like 30 minutes worth of the vlog, and there's still some more clips to go through, so we'll see. It might get to about an hour or so, and I would like to start working on editing the video that I was recording today. So yeah, I just want to say good morning. I've done absolutely no reading in the last 2 days, and it's fine. So no reading updates right now, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hello, it is Monday. Oh no, wait a minute. Hold up, it's Tuesday. It's the day after a holiday. We had a holiday yesterday, and I'm deciding to continue with this vlog from last week because one, I don't even know how much content I got from last week, and two, I never closed it anyway. But yeah, I thought it would be a good idea just to continue. On Saturday we had my daughter's 7th birthday at Blueberry Beacon, which was so fun for the kids, so exhausting for the parents. I was running around like the whole day chasing after the kids, making sure that everybody's like kid is having fun, could be located, and it was a lot, but the kids had an amazing time and my daughter loved it, so that makes me very happy. We got home I think around 7 o'clock or so, and she was unboxing all of her presents, and yeah, we had fun. On Sunday was Father's Day, so we stayed at home, had a nice Father's Day lunch and dinner, so it was just very chilled. Yesterday I took my daughter to my mom's house, so she's going to be there for the next couple of days, and yeah, we got back home and we played PlayStation games the whole time. We played Overcooked, which was really fun, with my husband's brother, and we actually finished the game. it finished, but there's still like some levels that we can go back to and keep playing, which is nice. It's like my favorite game right now. So yeah, so we had a lot of chilled time, lots of games and no reading, which is why I'm continuing with this vlog. And I thought I would have had my other vlog that I'm busy editing uploaded like Sunday, but I didn't because I didn't do any editing, and I think I just needed the break. I think I needed the break away from work, which includes content, and I'm glad for it. It was a good long weekend, but yeah, it's a new day, it's a new week, and we are continuing on our reading. This morning I started reading The Reed Dance Stalker by Angela Makolo. This is the sequel to Red Ink, and I got to page 26. Not really much to say right now, except that, what can I say? Except that the serial killer from book 1 has allegedly escaped from prison, but also allegedly his body was found burned in some pipes at the prison, which kind of like follows the same real story that happened in this country last year. And if you know, you know, but I'm assuming that a lot of it will be very similar to what happened to the case, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. But so far so good. This one reads a little bit more better in terms of the writing. It's very quick to read, so I'll continue with it. However, right now it's lunchtime, so I want to pick up Nevermore to read, The Trials of Morgan Crow. This is so nice and funny and light, and I feel like I want that right now. I'm kind of like craving a fantasy, but I have like 3 books that I'm literally currently reading at the same time, and I don't think I want to do a fantasy to complicate things. But if I did, I still have A Memory Called Empire, which is more sci-fi, but it's moving so slow, and it's just, I'm getting bored. So I left it a little bit. I think I'm gonna try and push it via audiobook tomorrow when I'm on my way to the office, because I really needed to pick up, because I'm at a point where I'm not considering DNFing it, but I needed to move, because this is now the second like fantasy sci-fi book that I picked up in the last 3 months where I did not finish it, and it's just hanging, and it's kind of annoying. I need a fantasy book that's gonna rock my world. So yeah, tomorrow I'll try and push it via audiobook a little bit, so that I can move past all the conversations and unnecessary things that I don't even know what they're talking about at this point. And the writing style is quite difficult to follow, because the names of the people in the world and the names of places is very difficult to keep in your head, which makes it difficult for me to keep track of who we're talking to, who we're talking about. So it's very confusing, and I don't like that. It's really putting me off. So yeah, at this point I'm just gonna allow the audiobook to push the book forward and try to get me to the action, because there's been literally no action since we started, and yeah, kind of getting bored with it right now. But enough chit chat, let me go sit down and read my book, and then get the rest of my day going. Good morning. It is Thursday. I'm working from home today. My husband just left to go to work, so doing kind of like my morning routine, and I'm about to jump in the shower. But I decided to do this face mask. Let me actually show you which face mask it is. So I've got this Lalive face mask. It says Sea Tox with marine algae and aloe detoxifying mask. I bought this from my wellness warehouse, and I've never tried any product from La Leaf before, but I've been actually seeing it a lot on my timeline, and I've always seen it in Wellness Warehouse, but it was like outside my price range of affordability when it comes to skincare. But they had a 50% sale on the specific one because it's kind of like reaching its expiry date or something like that. So I thought it would be like a good opportunity to actually try the product out since it was like so much cheaper. And I spoke to the lady who works at Wellness Warehouse, and she was saying that this actually happens often where products that are about to expire, they start putting them on sale. So I'm like, I didn't know that, and I don't think anything would really happen. This would be, I think, my third time using it, and my skin is quite happy with it. I'm very particular when it comes to like face masks. I think the ones I've tried, like the charcoal one or the clay ones, are quite nice on my skin, but there's some face masks that actually make my skin react like I will get a rash, but I haven't figured out yet which ones or what the issue is. But so far so good with this one. So this one said best before end of May. We are halfway through June. So I'm gonna use it until it's done and we'll see. But yeah, my skin really likes this. My skin usually feels like really soft after like having it on and washing it, and yeah, I'm gonna wash it off in the next 5 minutes when I jump in the shower. But yeah, I wanted to say good morning. I read a little bit this morning from the Kindle specifically because I'm reading multiple books at the same time. Yesterday during my lunch I did read a bit from the Read Dance Stalker, so I think I'll check my page count, but this is what I'm reading on the Kindle. I am currently, I think I'm definitely over the 50% page mark right now, but we'll see. What does it say? Yeah, I'm 56% in. So far things are starting to get a little bit hectic. Like, you're starting to get a sense that something's wrong in this island, like there's some supernatural things going on here, and some of the people are calling it magic because I think I did mention this before, but this Sapphire Isle is kind of owned by this family who are rich and well known for their inventions, but it seems like some of the things that they invent are kind of like almost out of this world, and there's no real logical explanation as to how some of the things work. But we found out that there's something that makes some of these and all of these inventions work a certain way when you're on the island, but the minute you leave the island, then the device or the invention stops working. So you know that some kind of like magical supernatural element of this. Our main character is still like hearing voices and whispers and things like that, and there's a tower on the arch of the manor that she's trying to get into because that's where like one of the biggest inventions was like being tested, and these people were like working on some form of time traveling situation device. So yeah, we're following a lot of that, and there's been kind of like 2 tragedies already that happened on this isle. One of them was very intentional, the other one seems more accidental, but at the same time still very sinister. So it's a very weird combination of like supernatural stuff, maybe magic, I don't know, but there's a little bit also of a mystery element to this because I'm not trusting the only heir, the son of this house, because he's been very, what is the word, like he's very obsessed with taking over, and the father is just like, I don't trust you to take over, so I'm gonna leave it up to a competition where I'm gonna have anybody from this place like apply and show up their best inventions, and whoever can bring up the best thing, they will essentially take over the company, but the son isn't having it. There's a lot of like politicking as well going on, and we have this child that our main character is basically there as the governess to teach, but this kid is very dark. She's very, very dark. They told us of an incident with her previous governess where she locked her in the basement of like some dark room for days, and this woman came out like not okay, and she ended up in a mental institution, and we saw her try to do the same thing to our main character. So she's very, very dark. She is into like dark things, and something's just wrong with this child, okay? But yeah, that's what I've been reading to all this morning when I woke up early. I was reading that, and then yesterday I read a little bit of The Reader and Stalker. I'm not sure how far I am, probably like page 40 or something like that, so not far into the book. But also I'm like watching Red Ink, so I feel like I'm also confusing myself with the plots, because the plot of Red Ink in the book, the way certain things are happening is slightly different from the book, which I just recently finished. So I'm watching this story, which is a little bit different, and then reading the sequel, which is also a little bit confusing. But the only thing that we know is that there's been an escape from prison, and certain things are starting to happen. But yeah, Lucy hasn't really figured things out yet. She's just trying to move on with her life and yeah, like grow her business. We're talking about that, so I hope it doesn't stick around like that for too long, because it's gonna make me get bored of it again, like I did with book 1, and then I had to stop for a while because I don't want to stop this one for a while. I just want to finish it before we get to our meeting at the beginning of July. So yeah, and then I also continued reading, or rather mostly listening to A Memory Called Empire by Arcady Martin. Do I know what's happening in this book? Probably not, because the author does not make it easy. Like, the author has chosen the most, I feel, complicated way to tell the story. Like, I'm struggling to keep a grasp on what the heck is actually going on. The writing style is not accessible at all. It already is a sci-fi, so there's already an element of complexity to the story, with planets and solar systems and all these planets that you're coming up with, and humans like going on and inhabiting these planets, you know, creating their own cultures and languages and things like that. And also with technology and human advancement, there's a lot of things going on, right? So the premise of this is essentially you've got this empire called TAKEALOT, which is based on a planet, and they have a ruler for this planet. And then you have a place, it's like a space station, where our main character is from, and they live and survive off of the space station, and they mostly like have pilots, and they mine for whatever they mine for, right? But they also kind of like have a governing system, and they've got 6 people who would be part of this governing system. But they send a representative to TAKEALOT in representation of their little station, and the last person they sent there died. So the thing about this is, because the space station is literally just a station orbiting whatever, they decided to start storing people's memories over generations, so that apparently the reason they started doing this was to always have a pilot, because without a pilot, what's the point of you even being there if you have nobody to like pilot your ship? But then it takes too long to keep having to train people, so they created this device that could store memories and also experiences of previous pilots, and then when a pilot dies or gets old or whatever and gets replaced, they implant that into the next person and they come up like having all of this experience, and they don't have to like learn everything from scratch. So now they started kind of like doing that throughout the board, and same with their representative that they send to TAKEALOT as to represent their space station. So the issue with that is the previous representative died, but there was no record of their memories for the last 15 years. So the memory that they implanted on this new representative is 15 years old. So she doesn't know what happened in the last 15 years while this person was on TAKEALOT. They don't know what happened to them. They don't know how they died. They have nothing. On top of that, we find that this memory or this device was actually corrupted. So there's a point where she disconnects her, not herself, but the link between her and her predecessor disconnects, and she can't even get all this information that she needs from this person. So it's kind of like sorting through that and figuring out what happened to her device. Why is it reacting the way it did? What happened to her predecessor trying to solve this murder case? But then there's also a lot of conversations that is very political, and what makes it very, very difficult, which is the thing that really irks me about this book, is that everybody on TAKEALOT, first of all, the people just on this space station, they all have very difficult names to pronounce, so it's very hard to even keep the name in your mind, right? The only person that I remember who it is our main character. Her name is Mahit, and the person that they assigned to her at TAKEALOT is called 3 Seagrass. So they name themselves first with a number, and then with a word representing a plant, a flower or something. So other people can use other names, but the person who's her assistant is called 3 Seagrass. The person who is kind of like a medical doctor specialist is called 12 Azalea. The person who's the ruler is called 6 Direction. Like, what the heck? Why was all of this necessary? It's really hindering on my experience, because the more people they keep meeting, the more alphanumerical names keep thrown out in this book. I'm so lost. I don't know who we're talking about anymore, and I don't have the patience to sit there and try to figure it out. Like, it's just like I'm really annoyed with the experience of reading this book, that at this point I'm rushing through the audiobook because I just want it to end. That's just where I am. I want it to end, because also the other thing is nothing is really happening. Nothing of significance, in my opinion, is really happening. There's no action. They just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk about all these different people that I don't know who they are, because I'm not gonna keep in mind who any of these people are, and I'm not gonna be using the glossary to kind of like page through every 2 seconds when somebody new is mentioned and I have to figure out who the heck they're talking about. So I'm really annoyed, and I was low-key considering DNFing this book, because I'm just like, I don't know if all of this is just, but yeah, I will finish it because I'm just trying to get over it. But it's just really annoying right now, and I wish I was reading something that I enjoyed more, but I've opened it and I really want to close it before I open up stuff that I'm excited about, because I'm no longer excited about this book, sadly, and it makes me sad. It makes me sad to think that I am no longer enjoying this book, and I'm very disappointed in it, because it sounded like the premise sounded good, but the delivery is nope. I don't know where I'm gonna land in terms of star ratings when it comes to this book, but yeah, that's my reading update. I actually managed to touch all 3 books in the last 24 hours, so that's quite interesting. I didn't see myself doing that. The reason I picked up my Kindle was because I woke up early this morning. My husband is still asleep, and the only way I could read at that time is with my Kindle so that I don't bother him with the light. But yep, that is the reading update. I'm gonna go jump in my shower and get ready for my day, so we'll speak again later.
I stepped into a room, told everyone to be quiet, cause I had something to say, blew everybody away, wear whatever I want, dressed in a gown, every